right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I have to give all thanks and praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation. And seeing that I don't come in my own name, what is his name? Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakwadash. Peace, blessings, and much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. Pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also. And the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. The book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So we should be focusing on the restoration of the kingdom of Israel. We should be focused on the kingdom of heaven. Because see, where we are right now, this isn't our rest. Let's touch on Micah. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So we are supposed to spiritually arise out of America. We're not necessarily supposed to go buy passports and then get the hell up out of here, because then how is prophecy going to be fulfilled about the Israelites who would be delivered from the north country? When Yahweh Shai comes here to destroy Babylon, he's also coming to deliver his elect. Okay, so when it says arise ye and depart, it's speaking of you coming out of this place mentally, spiritually. Stop putting your heart and soul into Babylon. Stop putting your heart and soul into your 9 to 5. Stop putting your heart and soul into your business. Stop putting your heart and soul in trying to accomplish, owning a house and having millions of dollars saved up in your bank account. Guess what? Having a decent job, nothing wrong with that. Owning a business, nothing wrong with that. You're kind of set up to be somewhat comfortable. That's not a sin. But you shouldn't be putting your heart on these things. You shouldn't be so comfortable to where now you're not even thinking about the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. We were put in captivity. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So we're not in our kingdom, but the kingdom is ahead of us. The kingdom is to come. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 20. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. And that's not this land. This land is not our rest. The land that the Lord had promised to us is Jerusalem. Okay? And then on top of that, we are also going to have power to rule the whole entire universe. And why do I say universe? Well, guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, we are going to be judging even Israelites. Okay? Yahweh Shai told his disciples that they would be sitting on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that also includes the rest of the 144,000. They are going to judge the universe because Israelites are going to have access to all the universe. Okay? And wherever there are Israelites, there is going to be government. All right? That your days be multiplied in the days of your children, and the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon earth. So the kingdom of heaven is going to take place upon earth. So now let's go to the book of Matthew. Chapter 6 and verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. So the kingdom's coming, and it's going to take place on earth. The earth is going to mirror the heavenly realm. We are going to be on earth in super bodies. We're going to have supernatural abilities. We'll be able to travel, intergalactic travel, that is. Whether you're in your chariot, as the world will call UFO in their ignorance, or whether you open up a portal and you step through the portal and you're thousands and thousands, if not more, miles away in less than a second, right? These things are going to take place here on earth. And then it's going to branch out from the earth, because it tells you in the book of John, I'm going to go to it, John chapter 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the power, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. So in the Father's house are many mansions. That's going into, in the open universe, right? Outside of earth, there are other mansions. The earth is the Lord's footstool, okay? This is just one of many things in the Lord's house. The universe is full of a collection of mansions, so to speak, okay? You have all sorts of different planets. When I was in school growing up, they told you there was only 9 planets, and that's a lie, okay? There's an innumerable amount of planets, and Yahweh Shai is constantly creating, and he's getting things prepared for us, so when the kingdom of heaven is established, we are going to be in awe. We're going to be like, man, you are awesome, you know? Let's jump to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, speaking of the kingdom of Israel, okay, seeing that our homeland being Jerusalem, the land that's promised to us, okay, the promised land, that is what we are promised. That is our land. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, we're going to inherit the kingdom. If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So as much as we look forward to the kingdom of heaven, how are we going to receive that if we're not going through the fiery trials? Okay? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. So Israel's portion is the promise. Israel's portion is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11, because for their sakes I made the world. So the Lord made the world for Israel. If there weren't no Israelites, the Lord wouldn't even have made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. So we have to go through fiery trials. We have to go through many diverse things before we can actually receive the kingdom. But the kingdom of heaven is going to take place here on earth, okay? But then it's going to trickle out to all the universe, because we are going to have access to all the universe. And wherever we are, government is going to be there. You can't say, well, we can't commit adultery on earth. We got to go to another planet to do that. No, the laws, statutes, and commandments are going to be governed everywhere we go, okay? We're going to rule the universe. Isaiah chapter 45. Isaiah chapter 45 and 18. For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, the power himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it, he created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord and there is none else. So the Lord created the earth to be inhabited. Now, a lot of people think there's going to come a time in the future, those who are so-called believers, they think there's going to come a time in the future where earth is going to be done away with and everybody's just in heaven, you know, floating on clouds with halos over their head and angel wings. All right? The kingdom of heaven is going to take place on this very planet that we're on right now. And the Lord is also going to increase the size of earth because we're going to be given an everlasting kingdom. So we're constantly going to be populated. That's also why Yahweh Shai said, in my Father's house are many mansions, because there's going to be so many Israelites, we'll even have ability to say, you know what, let's just go to another planet. Okay, the Lord might say, you know what, you see this planet? You be looking at this huge planet. He'd be like, I made this for you and your family. You know? And then not only that, I'm gonna give you the blueprint on how to create it. Check this out. I can't tell what it is, so we're gonna look at it together. It's right between that light pole. Looks like a chariot to me. Looks like it disappeared though. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai is going to set us up nice, man. He might say, you know, this whole planet is for you and your wives, man. I made this for you. And then on top of that, he gonna give us the ability, the blueprint, to be able to do these things. Because Yahweh Shai, that's the type of man he is. Okay? He's going to set up his man on high right along with him. His men are going to eat with him at his table. Okay? For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, the power himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it, he created it not in vain. So when we talk about nuclear destruction, we're not talking about the earth being destroyed. Okay, we're speaking of certain parts of the earth, in particular all of America being destroyed. He hath established it, he created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. So if everyone was to, you know, float on clouds one day, you know, the kingdom of heaven will take place in the sky somewhere, that means the earth was created in vain. No, the kingdom of heaven is going to take place here on earth. In the near future, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to mirror the heavenly realm here on earth. Okay? He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. Let's go to, what is that? Let's go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So that shows you the earth is forever. This is where the kingdom of heaven is going to take place. Jerusalem is here on earth. So for the earth to be done away with, that would also mean Jerusalem would be done away with. Earth is like the headquarter planet. But then, within that, you have an innumerable amount of other planets and things in the universe that we are going to be able to enjoy. Imagine going to a planet and it's a gigantic cave. Like once you go on the planet, you look up in the sky and you're roofed with a gigantic ceiling because you're in a cave, a huge cave, man. And then under that cave, it's just full of water and you walking on the water. Then you got a house built right on top of the water to where it looks like it's floating on water. Okay? You might go to another planet and it's a gigantic diamond. Okay? The whole planet, 80, 90% diamonds, man. And then you decide, okay, I'm gonna house my house here. In fact, I'm just gonna make the whole planet a house. That's how big we're gonna be doing things, man, in our kingdom. And these are the things that we're fighting for, okay? You can't be thinking small-minded when dealing with such a great power, all right? The earth is forever, and this is where we are going to enjoy our kingdom. This is where it starts. Psalms chapter 37 and verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth. So are you telling me those in power are meek? No. The meek is a future reference of the elect receiving the earth, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is not for everybody. The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. Okay? And it starts in particular with the elect of the nation of Israel, the house of Jacob. The meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. And they mad because the kingdom is for us. That's why, seeing that Donald Trump is in office now, he may be the one to have you Israelites consider who your enemy actually is. Because the devil is prophesied, is predestined, that they are going to come down upon Jerusalem and the rest of the world with great wrath. And Donald John Trump is the perfect candidate. Okay? So the meek are going to inherit the earth, which is also showing you the kingdom is going to take place here on earth. A lot of you people, man, you really think the kingdom of heaven is this boring ass location where you just float on clouds, you drink orange juice and cranberry juice, you have a halo over your head, and then in the distance, the one you know is Jesus Christ. He has long shaggy hair, and he's just going around smiling and giving hugs. And you might see a fine ass woman, but you can't do nothing with her because there's no more sex. You can't actually eat food. All you can do is drink juice. You know, people have whatever imagination in their head when they think of the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be basically hybrids. We're going to be super in terms of our body. Our body's going to be immortal. We're going to be like supermen and superwomen, but we're still going to have the desires that normal people would have. You know, we're going to have pleasure eating food, pleasure with good drink, pleasure through sex, you know, pleasure through the enjoyment of things. We're going to be able to have that. All right? 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 10. Thus saith the Lord unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. So the kingdom is for us. It's always been for us. And he would have gave it to us, but how can we receive the kingdom if we don't pass through the fiery trial that I read in 2nd Ezra 7? So the kingdom's already established for us, man. But right now, the earth has been given. Let me just get it. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? And that's speaking of Esau, Edom. Let's say you go to a so-called Christian bookstore. If you were to go grab you a picture Bible, what images are you going to see? You're going to see Edomites, okay? Trying to take on the identity of the Israelites because they covered the faces of the judges. That's why in the Bible, you have a book known as the Book of Judges, okay? And they covered up, you know, the faces of Israelites saying, no, they're the Israelites. The Heavenly Father looks like them. The Messiah looks like them. All the apostles and prophets look like them. Everyone except for Judas. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? So right now, this isn't our rest. And seeing that the wicked is in power, this is what's going to take place. Daniel's chapter 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. So we're going to take this kingdom. We're going to take back the earth right along with our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, man. We're going to take back the earth and we're going to set up and establish a righteous kingdom. And possess the kingdom forever and ever. And ever. Let's go down to 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and rebelled against them until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom. So right now, the kingdom is in Esau's possession. But we're going to snatch up the kingdom. We're going to take it by force. They're going to be put down. And then the kingdom of heaven is going to be a righteous kingdom, an everlasting kingdom, a beautified kingdom, an enhanced kingdom, a supernatural kingdom. Okay? Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, speaking of America, which comes in the spirit of the Roman Empire, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and it shall tread down and break it in pieces. So the Ancient of Days, that's referencing the Heavenly Father. The saints is referencing the Israelites, and the Israelites are going to be given the kingdom. All right? Psalms 148 to see who the saints are. Psalms 148 verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord. So the children of Israel are the saints, in particular, the obedient Israelites, who were called and chose from the foundation of the world and given a gift known as faith. Because it takes faith to please him. Without it, you can't please him. Okay? So seeing that the saints are Israelites and the saints are going to take the kingdom, well, the kingdom is going to take place here on earth, as I've said. So let's touch on Psalms chapter 2 and verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, speaking to you Israelite men. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And this is referencing you Israelite men of the elect. You're going to judge the earth. And how are you going to judge the earth if the earth was made in vain? How are you going to judge the earth if it wasn't made to be inhabited forever? Okay? Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. And you better be in fear and tremble when you think about the judgments coming that the Lord is going to bring. 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Seeing that we're going to judge the earth before that time comes, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Jacob is the new world. Right now, the world that we're currently in, we are in the age of the wicked. But the new age, the new world, is going to be the world of Jacob. And that's what these elites are trying to mirror. Because the left-hand side is nothing more than trying to mirror the right-hand side, while being at the same time contrary. The New World Order is really just an offshoot knockoff, a wicked, evil offshoot knockoff of the kingdom of Jacob, which is going to be the new world, which is going to be on the same earth, but the earth is going to be beautified. The earth is going to be increased. The earth is even going to be happy once America is destroyed off the face of the map. Okay? Because America is like a gigantic cyst or virus on a human body. And that body being the body of the earth. The earth is a live, what's the word? The earth is alive, just put it like that, okay? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the new world is going to Jacob. And to show you that the word world has more than one meaning, and that there's more than one world, let's go to the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 3. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the power, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. So it says worlds with an S. That's plural. Okay, so there's more than one world. Hence, you got the world of Esau, then you got the world of Jacob. And that also shows you that in John 3 and 16, Yahweh Shai came for the world of Jacob. He came for the world of the elect of Jacob, not the world of Esau, not the world as in globe, not the world of the ungodly, but he's established from the beginning that it's all about Jacob. It's all about the world of Jacob. And the world of Jacob is going to be set up next. And it's going to be an everlasting kingdom that's never, ever going to be brought down. Okay? Revelations chapter 21. Revelations chapter 21 and verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. And that's speaking of the world of Jacob. Okay? Now, I had a dream. Let me just read this first. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. And when I was younger, I had a vision of the earth passing away. Okay? And there was smoke coming out of it. But the earth was moving like real slow away from earth. But it was still huge looking. It was actually intimidating to look at. But you had smoke coming out of the earth, but I didn't see no fire. But as the saying goes, when there's smoke, there's fire. So I had a vision of the earth passing away, but then I also had a vision while I was in the truth of a huge chariot hovered over a gigantic mountain. And the chariot looked like it might have been like dark green or something. Okay? It might have been the color of, what's that, sardine? Like a sardine stone? It looked like it might have been the color of a sardine stone. But it was hovering over a gigantic mountain. And the backdrop, everything just looked beautiful. But I'm just, locked on this huge chariot and this huge mountain. I'm like, wow. So what makes me believe that that mountain had to have been Mount Zion is the scriptures talk about New Jerusalem coming down from heaven. And I would have to think when we come down from heaven, we're going to come down upon Mount Zion. We're going to come down upon the top of a mountain, and that's where Yahweh Shai is going to crown us. That's what I believe. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe Yahweh Shai is going to deliver his elect, and then he's going to take us to a top of a mountain, being Mount Zion. We're going to come down from the chariots, and that's where we are going to be crowned, if we're of that number. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven being Esau and the first earth being Esau were passed away. There was no more sea. And sea also represents people. Okay? Edomites are going to be wiped out of power. Okay? By the multitude. And then after 1,000 years of them serving hardcore slavery, they're going to be exterminated off the face of the map. And Edomites primarily look like so-called white people. But Edomites are hidden behind all faces, just like all nationalities are. Okay? Verse 4. And the power shall wipe away all your tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Esau's world has to pass away before Jacob's world can be established. We're currently in the former days, but these former days are going to be done away with, okay? And a righteous kingdom, a righteous order is going to be set up. But the first heaven has to be destroyed, being Esau's kingdom. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the power, wherein the heavens being on fire, speaking of Esau's kingdom, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So before we can receive our kingdom, Esau's kingdom would have to be dissolved into Jacob's kingdom. This kingdom has to go down for Jacob's kingdom to go up. Okay? And Esau knows that his time is short. Revelations chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, because the kingdom is for Jacob. And they know it. They know that these things are true. That's why they're fighting so hard to try to prevent prophecies and things from coming to pass. But you can't stop what the Lord has set up. He has established from the beginning that Jerusalem, okay, the house of Jacob, starting with the elect of that lineage, would receive a glorious kingdom. But before we would receive it, we would have to go through the fiery trials, okay? We would have to go through various temptations, constantly enduring. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And right now we're in Esau's kingdom, but his heaven is about to be dissolved. And guess what? Us brothers who have this truth, the kingdom of heaven is within us. So we should be rejoicing as well, because the Lord is going to protect us on that day when the devil comes down with great wrath. And ye that dwell in them, and Esau's dwelling in his kingdom, they should be rejoicing. They have a little time to play, but their time is short. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. And that's referencing all mankind, all sea life, all beasts of the field, okay? Everything in general is going to be affected by Esau's wrath, just to seek out Israelites. That's how much Esau hates us, okay? And I believe Elon Musk is going to bring in that chip. Matter of fact, let me show you a picture. And this picture is spiritual. You notice he has on this red outfit, and then right on his chest plate you have a Baphomet with an upside down cross on the forehead. This is going to be the man to help bring forth the mark of the beast. And I believe, you know, him even wearing that outfit is spiritual on its own, okay? Because the beast is going to cause all, both small and great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their forehead, man. And even if you don't take the mark in your right hand or forehead, if you receive that mark, the Lord is going to destroy you. He's going to melt you, okay? It is far better to die by beheading than to die by thermonuclear destruction. Far better. But the devil's time is short. Now let's go to the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So these devils know that their time is short, and they're angry. So they're trying to do whatever they can to take whoever down with them, just like a suicide bomber. A suicide bomber, in their mind, it's like, I'm taking you MFers with me, man. In my Samuel L. Jackson voice, all right? Taking you mother effers down with me. And that's the mind of these elites. That's the mind of these Edomites, because they're losing badly, all right? Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and that's what we're doing. We're warning our people. The Lord has set us up to be watchmen unto Israel. And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. And right along with the day of the Lord comes destruction and the deliverance of the elect. And then the elect are going to be crowned and given a glorious kingdom forever and ever. This is what we have to look forward to. This is not our rest. We should be seeking for a far more greater kingdom. And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. Now let's go to Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin, daughter of Babylon. And it says, virgin, daughter of Babylon, because modern day Babylon takes after the ways of ancient Babylon, like a daughter would her mother. Okay? And then it says virgin because she's been playing like she's not a whore, but she's been spiritually sucking off all these other nations while trying to, stay chaste between her legs, so to speak. But it's going to come a point where the Lord is going to allow her to be ravished by thermonuclear missiles and then burned. All right? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So America's being humbled right now. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And that includes the so-called white man. That includes Esau. All right? For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So America is being exposed, man. All right? America is being slut-shamed. And these devils are mad about that because we're out here telling the truth. You got to take it up with Yahweh by some of y'all was shy. Okay? Psalms chapter 145. Psalms chapter 145 and 13. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. And that's the kingdom we're going to receive. We're going to receive an everlasting kingdom. Okay? This kingdom's going to be destroyed. This kingdom's being humbled right now as we speak. But before this place goes down, okay, Esau has to come down with his fiery wrath in hopes to microchip everybody. And for those that don't want to, for those who oppose it, he wants to slaughter them and then take their organs and harvest their organs. He wants to not only harvest people's organs, but even use it for possible meat. Okay? This is the world we live in, man. As sick and twisted as that sounds. All right? Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, which is going to take place here on earth. You Israelites need to know that. And thy dominion endureth throughout all generations. So we're going to receive an everlasting kingdom. And in order for us to receive an everlasting kingdom, we got to have everlasting bodies, man. Dang, what is that scripture? Can't think of it. Is that 1 Corinthians? Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 40. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. So we're going to receive a celestial and kind of mingle together with a terrestrial body. And what I mean by that, we're going to be immortals. We're not going to die like these bodies we currently have, but we're going to have the same desires that this body may have. Okay, you're going to have multiple wives. Okay, your wives are going to turn you on just like how you are in this body. Okay, your beautiful women are going to turn you on. Good food is going to pleasure your taste buds. All right, but everything is going to be more enhanced. You don't have to worry about declining. You don't have to worry about digressing. Okay, so we're going to be immortal. If we're given an everlasting kingdom, what good is an everlasting kingdom with a body that dies? So we're going to be changed. There are also celestial bodies, which goes into like the angels, and bodies terrestrial, which are mortal bodies. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. So we are angels in the flesh, but you also have angels in celestial bodies. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory, so also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. So we're going to be given incorruptible bodies, seeing, okay, that we're going to be given an everlasting kingdom. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised in power. So right now we sow in weakness, but we're going to be raised in power. Right now we're in a kingdom that's going to be destroyed, but we're going to be given a kingdom that's also immortal. Our bodies are going to be immortal. Our rulership are going to be immortal. The crowns that Yahushua gives us are going to be immortal. Okay? It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. So once we get delivered out of here of that number, by the time we're in that chariot, we're going to have celestial bodies. We're going to be changed. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. So when you get raised up or beamed up, you're going to become a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. And our natural body, it doesn't have the ability, which the Lord could do that, but our physical bodies don't have the ability to leave earth or to go in a chariot without being dissolved away. Okay? 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and as 1,000 years as one day. So our first 1,000 years in the kingdom is going to be one day. Okay? So as much as we might say in our minds, dang man, this day is dragging. This day going by slow. You have those moments. Well, 1,000 years in reality is really just one day. And none of us on earth, okay, have lived to be 1,000 years old. Okay, no one who's alive right now has lived to be 1,000 years old. Now, you've had men in the Bible who came close to being 1,000, okay? Right under 1,000. But to actually live 1,000 years, that's a full life, and that's one day, all right? A 1,000 years and 1,000 years as one day. Let's close it with this. In the book of Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 18 and verse 9. The number of man's days at the most are 100 years. So most people, they'll be lucky. Ain't no such thing as luck. I don't like that word. I don't even know why I said that. Most people, I can't even say they be privileged, because to live to be 100 in this life, man, that's misery. That's grief. You got all these GMO foods being fed to you. Your water's polluted, the air's polluted, the women are polluted, people are polluted in general, man. People's conversations are polluted. To live to be 100 now would be a curse anyway, okay? But at most, people might live to be around 100 years old. That's not even a full life. A full life, okay, for a mortal is supposed to be 1,000 years, which is a day, okay? As a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of an eternity. So 1,000 years is one day, okay? And 1,000 years in comparison to an eternity is just a drop of water in the ocean. Imagine just one little measly raindrop falling from a cloud and landing in the ocean. That one raindrop represents 1,000 years. The ocean represents eternity. And that's what we're going to be given. An eternity and everlasting kingdom. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us, man. So I'm going to go on ahead and wrap this up. I pray that this lesson, it was simple, edifying. So with that, I'm going to go on ahead and give all thanks and praises unto our power. I'll zoom in a little more on this star, this chariot. I'm going to give all thanks and praises unto our power, the power of Israel, not the power of any other nation. And seeing that I don't come in my own name, what is his name? Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Warakakodash. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.